Ryan Garcia tells Isaac Pitbull Cruz of Mexico, you better sign the contract. We're going to talk about that in this video. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Listen, I need you guys, Happy New Year, to start off. I need you guys to throw a like on the video. Quick, simple, goes a long way when you guys do it. Let's jump into the content. Now, leave it to your boy Ego. I followed this particular case very extensively. So I'm going to try to get you guys, plug you with the information that's available and needed. The best thing you can do is subscribe for the latest and greatest 2022 and beyond. Ryan Garcia, he posted this. He says, Happy New Year. Verified page. Signed the contract. Now, this was in response to ESPN posting this, and Isaac Cruz, which I made videos about, Ryan Garcia was a target of his, and he called Ryan Garcia basically an Instagrammer and stuff. He says, a lot of people are high on this guy right now because he gave Tank Davis a good fight. It's a perfect opportunity for me to show how much of a different level that I am than Tank Davis, right? This is what Isaac Cruz said. Ryan Garcia has been a fighter that's caught. It says Ryan Garcia hasn't been a fighter that's caused any danger, any big danger in the division. He's more focused on making videos and having followers on the gram. But if he wants to fight, let him come at me. So we know that Isaac Pitbull Cruz is about that action and wants to fight. Now we're hearing Ryan Garcia say sign the contract. There was a rumor that Ryan Garcia was willing to fight him. I'm not sure because Ryan Garcia, the best way to put it is the boy who cried wolf. You know, I don't like to mince my words. I want to be very transparent with my audience. That's what it is. He's the boy who cried wolf. He has stated that there are certain fights that will happen that for whatever reason haven't happened. Through anxiety, the money didn't come in, the Pacquiao fight was supposed to be in some guy's backyard, yada, yada, yada. One reason or another, these fights haven't happened. So it's not just me. Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard Ellerbe also sounds very doubtful that Ryan Garcia's team would make that because he knows firsthand Cruz's team in the effort that they brought forth versus Gervonta Davis. And I agree with it because truth be told, I truly believe Gervonta Davis is further along in his career than Ryan Garcia is. He's had bigger fights, bigger crowds, been on pay-per-view multiple times now, so experience with the big events, gets coaching from a guy that beat, like Ryan Garcia's promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, got beat by Tank Davis's promoter, Floyd Mayweather, when they both fought, because they're both former fighters, of course. And all in all, Tank has just been more ready for this. He's been more active. I mean, anything you say. So I get it, Ryan Garcia is saying sign the contract, but herein lies the problem. Ryan Garcia specifically, his whole career has seemingly played out on the internet. Like he said, oh, I'm fighting Pacquiao on the internet. Oh, I'll fight Devin Haney on the internet. Oh, Devin Haney, if that was me in the Jorge Linares fight, I would have KO'd you, you know, on the internet. All this stuff has been on the internet. So now that he's saying sign the contract on the internet, the boy who cried wolf, I am not going to believe it until I see it, because we thought he was going to fight Javier Fortuna. A week later, he says, I got too much anxiety. I got so much anxiety, it's not going to happen. Right? And he said he was going to fight Jojo Diaz. Then he pops up with a hand injury. So here's Leonard Ellerbe. It says, Leonard speaks on Isaac Cruz so much. Wonder how he'd respond if Ryan sparked Cruz out. If Ryan Garcia knocked out Cruz. He said, the problem is they are not fighting. Why are you concerned with what I think of another fighter? Weird. That's a good point. Why do you care? So people keep saying and entertaining what would happen if Tank former opponent Isaac Cruz fights Ryan Garcia, but the burden of proof, as I mentioned, for the reasons I mentioned, is on Golden Boy Promotions and also Ryan Garcia, because the stigma that Ryan is now under about not finishing his fights or pulling out or not going forth with his fights, that has been brought about and brought on by Ryan himself. And I think Ryan Garcia is putting himself in a very precarious and dangerous situation because he's playing out so much of his career on the internet, and now he's getting cornered and pressured into making these fights. I personally don't think Golden Boy even wants to move him like this, but there's only so much you can do when the fighter himself is not cooperating and going along with the leadership and the direction that they want him to go in. And he's talking, talk. And he's talked himself into a Isaac Pitbull Cruz fight. Now, to me, if the fight doesn't happen, it's going to look extremely bad for Ryan Garcia, because if you give Isaac Pitbull Cruz a reasonable offer, then I have the full faith that he would take it if it's fair terms, because he wasn't even scheduled to fight Mayweather Promotions fighter Gervonta Davis, and he took that fight, a killer like Tank Davis, on 2 weeks' notice in lieu of Rolando Romero, who was unable to see the fight to its actual fight date because he had legal problems. So you can't tell me, there's nothing you can do to put smut on Isaac Pitbull Cruz's name and tell me he's not about that life when he just took a Tank Davis fight. And most people probably share the same sentiments as me, that Tank is further along than Ryan Garcia. At best, he's a powerful guy, a great finisher, and more active than Ryan Garcia. This is non-negotiable. You can't even refute those things, because Ryan fought one time in January, whereas Tank fought at 140 and knocked out Mario Barrios, and then he got this fight with Pitbull Cruz. So all in all, the pressure is on Golden Boy and Ryan Garcia to execute. If Ryan does not take this fight an easy alley-oop, then it's going to look bad. And it's a Mexican opponent. It's an easy sell. Easy sell, Mexican-American Ryan Garcia in a predominantly Hispanic, Latino, Mexican gym, Eddie Reynoso, Canelo gym. Fight this dude. And it's funny because Canelo, he wanted to call Isaac Cruz before the Tank Davis fight against a black fighter, and he wanted to show some camaraderie to La Raza, and he called Isaac Cruz and wished him luck going into the Tank Davis fight. Tank Davis has said nothing but nice, positive things about Canelo Alvarez, even wanted to wear Canelo Alvarez's glove, but I didn't hear about Canelo FaceTiming. It wasn't made a public issue if he did do it, about wishing Tank Davis luck. And Tank was trying to wear his glove, and I believe it was Floyd Mayweather who was like, nah, don't wear his gloves, do your own thing. So it's just funny how that works. So now that we know for a fact Canelo FaceTimed Isaac Pitbull Cruz, right? He look kind of big right there. He look big. Like, bro, these fighters be crunching down. He look big. Anywho, now that we know Canelo FaceTime to wish fellow compatriot Isaac Pitbull Cruz luck, then they should have no problem, since we know you respect him, they should have no problem making the fight with Ryan Garcia, since that's a fighter in Canelo's gym. Anyway, I'll leave you with what Ryan Garcia previously said. Hopefully they fight. Other than that, I don't really have anything to say other than it'll be a bad look if Ryan doesn't fight him. Deuces. Subscribe to the channel.
Here. Cruz said that he'll fight me in my patio. He also said he'll probably beat me. We definitely have to see that. And I look forward to that fight coming back. It should be a good one. Cruz is a pressure fighter. Pretty good one. Has good little movement. Nothing I haven't seen before, but we'll have to see how he does against me. I'm still just as fast and explosive as I've always been. And I think that with my speed, my timing, my reach, I think that I should be able to get the job done. We'll see though. I mean, obviously he gave Gervonta a pretty tough fight. Some would say that he beat Gervonta. I had Gervonta winning by 2 rounds. Gervonta could have made it way easier than he made it. I think he gave him too much respect, but
The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.